situation, I would also read something that is new. So this is from a project I'm working on right now. Actually, I just got the proofs of this, but it's getting published in the Columbia Poetry Review in a couple weeks. But it's no one's really read it, so there you go. So there you go. So it's from the new book I'm writing currently, and the first section of the book, all the poems begin with all the titles begin with "In Life." So this poem is called "In Life." We do not drive by Jonbenet Ramsey's house, but do buy edibles. We do not drive by because Jay's husband D says he won't do it, and it's his car, and I'm a guest, so I do not demand it, even though I want to. So we talk instead of Jonbenet, of the theories, of her brother, the fake ransom note, and something about pineapple in the throat, which I remember from watching that bad doc on CBS. Jay says we are only 7 minutes away from the house, which she thinks is small, even though they had money, which is evidence of how expensive it is to live in Boulder, which is why Jay and Dee live outside it. But Dee says it's not so small, so we Google it, and it's fairly good size, especially to me and my husband, a different Dee, who stays fairly quiet on the subject of dead children, of conspiracy theories, of police missteps. We live in New York, where one has a different relationship to space. We park the car, walk down Pearl Street. It's a sunny Sunday in April. Not at all like Christmas Day, 1996, when Jonbenet was killed. I was just 14 that year and didn't know Jay or either Dee. There's a gathering in the street celebrating Nepal, men and women wrapped in brightly colored fabrics, and another smaller group protesting fracking with tambourines. Dee makes fun of them, not my Dee. We have lunch at a hippie restaurant which only takes cash and personal checks. Who does that anymore? Everyone is in loose-fitting clothes and tie-dye, which makes us forget about the Ramsey house and how close we are to tragedy. Then on the way back, we stopped to buy edibles because I want to try them. The guy at the store asked me about my dosage. I don't know what to say. He's a walking stereotype. I buy cookie dough flavored blocks, which crunch like they are threaded with lines of a Whitman poem. I read them in the back seat of the car as it starts to get dark and the road opens to empty fields with mountains behind. A landscape you can't help but stare at. One at odds with a heavily made-up little girl in pinks and blues with hair so blonde it burns your eyes. I wonder if the weed is kicking in as my body melts into the seat and Boulder gets farther and farther away. When we get back to the house, not the Ramsey house, we eat cupcakes Jay made. And then upstairs before bed, I get into a laughing fit, curled onto the floor, tears in my eyes, a laugh so hard I can barely breathe. My Dee stands over me, says, "I think you were stoned." I can't find words to respond, just gasps of air, just 40 minutes away from where she died, a place we did not drive by, a place we did not see. Thank you.
Stephen, thank you so much for that phenomenal set. Ooh.